Hey there, and welcome. So what we're going to do right now is just walk through your entire journey in the Practical AI in Healthcare course. Think of this as your roadmap. We want you to see exactly what's coming up, how it all works, and really how you're going to succeed. So yeah, let's just dive right in.
You know, this quote from your course, Welcome, this is it. This is the core promise of everything we're about to do, and I want you to really let that sink in. This isn't just another course you're taking. No way. This is designed from the ground up to be a truly transformative experience. It's all about giving you a clear, step-by-step path to take those amazing ideas you have and turn them into something real, something you can actually hold and use.
Okay, so let's dig into that promise a little more. The promise of going from a simple idea all the way to execution.
So, what does that actually mean for you? It means that by the time you're done here, you're going to have this really unique set of skills. We're talking skills that will make you way more efficient, more innovative, and frankly, more competitive in your field. The whole course is built around one thing: execution. It's all about practical, hands-on skills you can use the very next day. You know, it's about learning by doing. We don't want you to just know the theory, we want you to master the application.
And, of course, all that hard work gets formally recognized. When you successfully finish the program, you'll get your Certificate of Completion. This is also an accredited self-assessment program with the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Canada. And get this, you can claim up to 112 credit hours. That is a significant amount.
All right, so now that we know the destination, let's talk about how we're going to get there. These are kind of like the rules of the road for our journey together.
The whole thing is laid out over 16 weeks. It's broken down into 8 modules, and as you can see, you get 2 weeks for each module. We've designed it this way on purpose, right? It keeps you moving forward at a really steady but totally manageable pace.
So what does each week actually look like? We're going to fall into this really simple learning loop. First, you watch the on-demand lectures. Then, you'll do some quick multiple-choice questions, just to make sure you've got it. And then, and this is the most important part, you build the hands-on assignment. You submit your work, and then you get personalized feedback. This little cycle right here, this is the secret sauce. It makes sure you're not just listening, but you are actively building and refining your skills week in and week out.
Okay, I really need you to lean in for this next part. If there's one thing you remember about how this course works, please make it this.
The course uses something we call gated progression. And here's the bottom line: you cannot skip ahead. I'll say it again, you can't just jump to Module 5 because it looks interesting. The next module stays locked until you've passed the one before it. And we do this for a really good reason. It forces you to build your skills step by step, making sure you have a rock-solid foundation before you move on to more advanced stuff. And just a reminder, there is that hard stop. You got a max of 2 weeks per module to keep everything on track.
Okay, so how do you know you're actually on track? Let's talk about how we measure your progress along the way. Here's a quick look at the grading, and you'll notice something interesting. The first 4 modules actually carry more weight. They make up 60% of your grade. Why? Because those are your foundational skills. We want to make sure you nail those. The last 4 modules, where you're doing more complex work, make up the other 40%.
So what's the magic number? To successfully pass the course and get that certificate, you'll need to hit a grade of 70% or higher. That gets you a satisfactory completion.
But for those of you who really want to aim high, and we know that's a lot of you, if you score 90% or higher, you'll earn a distinction. It's our way of recognizing truly exceptional work.
Now there's one more piece to the puzzle. At the end of every single module, you're going to use this reflective tool. And look, I know it says it's mandatory, but I really want you to see this as one of the most valuable parts of the course. It's your moment to just pause, to think about what clicked, what was tricky, and most importantly, to build a real action plan for how you're going to put these new skills to work in your day-to-day life.
Okay, this is the part I'm really excited to show you. Let's pull back the curtain and look at the entire 16-week itinerary. This is your roadmap of skills.
Just look at this progression. It's so logical. We start you off in weeks 1 and 2 with the absolute foundations of AI. And right away, you're building something, a prompt engineering playbook. From there, we dive into ethical media creation, making images and videos. Then you'll build your very own personal AI study assistant. And by week 7, you're automating your CV. Then the second half kicks into high gear. We get into serious academic work, literature searches, research proposals, even data analysis. And it all leads to this, the capstone. This is where you bring everything together to create a full manuscript, a grant, or even the plan for a new app. It's incredible.
So there you have it. You've seen the roadmap, you know how it works, you know where you're headed. There's really only one thing left to do, right? Take that first step. And we've made getting started as easy as possible. Seriously, it's just 3 simple steps. First, you log in to the Learning Portal. Then, you find Module 1, Foundations of AI. And third, you just press play on that first video lecture. That's it. You're officially on the journey.
You know, we started this whole thing with a promise about taking an idea and turning it into a real, finished product. So it only feels right to end with this question for you. As you start this journey, just think about it. With all these new skills you're about to learn, what will you create? We genuinely can't wait to see. All right, let's get started.